All right, get it, boys. You got it. Hey, we're blessed today to be working on a unique project. So we've got 3-story access here with the boom, no big deal, get it up there safely. And it's actually a flat roof. We're gonna hop up there and show you the details on. The reason this client reached out to MyPro is they were having a slow leak and a flat roof membrane that was causing damage inside the property, walls and floors. So we're getting that all fixed up, and then the next step will be the interior. So what's under your roof matters most. I had to live in a tent by the river when I was in college. They didn't have these things. So if you want to know how that stuff works, if you just drip a faucet, I mean like that, and capture that water for 3 hours, it'll blow your mind how much water that is. So when you have a little leak in your roof, that little bitty drip coming through your ceiling or through your roof over hours after a big rain, or especially on these flat roofs because they pool up and hold water for a while. That's how this stuff happens. And that's what we are experts in, is finding those little pinhole leaks and fixing them. If you get to them early, we don't have to do something as invasive as we're doing on this job. If we can fix them before it gets bad. This one got so bad, we just got to tear the whole thing out and redo it. So, roof maintenance, super important. We keep talking about it. Nobody wants to do it, and then you got to do this. It'd have been 10% the cost. A lot of commercial roofers won't do projects this small, and what it really boils down to is the guys don't get super excited about it. You know, doing a little bitty rooftop like that compared to a monstrous commercial building. But thankfully we've got the right men that just care about doing the, you know, good job for everybody that has the need. Come over here and show you the perfect wall. What's up? Good to see you. Alright, so when we re-roof these flat roofs, if you can notice, this is just going to turn into basically a big old swimming pool when it rains. Of course, we've got drains that evacuate the water. But it's real important when we roof these flat roofs, when you go up your walls, we always fasten brand new lumber and fully adhere the material. So it's not mechanically fastened, it's fully adhered. So then when high winds come in, it doesn't flap and cause issues on the bottom membrane. So that's how we get it up to code and performing properly. We'll put a new metal cap on top. You see how all this metal cap over here is? We'll fabricate and install brand new metal coping cap. Oh, and the cool part about this, I'm excited to hear some feedback, is I think they had an 1.5 inches or 1 inch of insulation under the roof, and we put 4.4 inches, so it's going to feel like a Yeti cooler up in there. There's the sky track y'all saw from at the bottom. That's how we load, and that's how we offload and load material. Super safe. So recently we were credentialed with the Gold Star certification with Certainty for hot mop. I'm proud of that one. That took us a very long time to get, years and years and years, and multiple projects. We're one of the few that still does hot mop. I personally believe that hot mop built up flat roof is still the best on the market. TPO is great, I'm not dogging it. There's a time and a place for both, depending on what your needs are and the kind of foot traffic that's up there. When you open the door, the roof slopes down where it meets the door. because you want to push the water away from the door so it doesn't build up there and come into the door jamb. I find a lot of leaks like that. Cool, these are all shotgun shells. I like this guy. Look at that. Freaking sweet America! All this stuff was on the roof. Of course, before we could re-roof it, we had to remove everything. So there was a deck up there with this table and the grills and all kinds of stuff was up on the rooftop that we had to demo out and fix all the penetration areas where your gas lines and electric lines went through. And so we removed everything, brought it down here to save for the client. And then when we're done putting the new roof up, we're gonna install artificial turf on top of that to prevent foot traffic penetrating the roofing system. And then we're also gonna add extra cleats that are tied into the roof properly so that they can put their furniture and grills and all that good stuff back up and utilize as a very high level entertainment. That's pretty cool. They're gonna get to hang out on top of this thing and grill and eat and entertain looking at the Fort Worth skyline. So a lot of times when you look at like outside pergolas, at the bottom of those 4x4s, you'll see like a metal, a piece of metal at the bottom that goes into the concrete. So something similar to that, just specific to whatever we're putting up. Yeah, and it just flashes in because you don't want to just sit that stuff on a flat roof. When the wind blows and people mess with it, eventually it can tear into the roof. So we build a buffer between whatever that is and the roof that is designed to take that movement and pressure and things of that nature. So the roof doesn't leak. Shouldn't. It was a straight referral from another happy customer. Part of our company culture is that our work and the experience that we provide is contagious, not just to our team, but to customers abroad. This is a result of a contagious experience. And so yeah, we got another project out of that. We've done two of these other ones, so this is the third one. So we got like 7 more to go. That's the man-size Hot Wheel toy.